I think there's been three fundamental questions that have been posed by many on both sides in the panel, and that was it wise, was it imminent, and was it a choice? And I want to talk about all those three things, maybe in a euphemism or a comparison. I look at Soleimani as a terrorist nest, as a terrorist machine gun nest, really. He's been spraying rounds at the U.S. for many years on many different fronts. So if I look at him like a terrorist machine gun nest, and I ask myself, number one, is it a choice to take that nest out? This is something I have very specific experience with on the theaters of war and our battlefields. Yeah, it's a choice to take that out all day long. But it's not really a choice when you consider that if you leave that there, walk around it, ignore it, that somebody else is going to come across that nest eventually, and they're going to get shot at. You want to ask, is it wise? Well, I think it probably always defies conventional wisdom to go out there and attack a machine gun nest. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't have to be done. And then you want to ask, is it imminent? Well, just because this machine gun nest might be taking a moment to reload, that doesn't mean that it's not an imminent threat. It just got done firing rounds over at our embassy. Over the last number of years, they've been working to attack our service members time and time again. Just because it was taking a breather to reload, that didn't mean it wasn't an imminent threat, because it wasn't literally pushing the button on something. Now I want to ask a question. Some people might call this rhetorical, but I'm not going to ask it as rhetorical. There's a number of my colleagues still remaining here. I'm more than willing to yield to any of my colleagues that want to answer this question. If you walk out this hallway and you take a right and another right and another right, you're going to come to several beautiful walls that have the names of our fallen service members from the War on Terror. And I would ask, can any of you provide me one name on that wall that doesn't justify killing Soleimani? I got 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I'll be more than happy to sit here and wait. Somebody provide me with a name on that wall that does not justify his killing.
The gentleman may continue.
I'm continuing, Mr. Chairman. I got 2 minutes remaining. I will sit here and wait for somebody to provide me with a name on that wall that does not justify the killing of Soleimani.
Thank you, Mr. Mast. I think you made your point. Mr. Phillips.
Mr. Chairman, I have not yielded back my time, and I still have a minute and 45 seconds.
You're disrupting the
I will
procedures
not
right now.
yield back my time, Mr. Chairman.
You're disrupting
I
the
have a
procedures,
minute and
Mr.
45
Mast.
seconds remaining, of which I would like to wait for somebody to provide me with a name of somebody on our memorial wall who does
You're out of order, Mr.
justify
Mast.
the killing of Soleimani.
You are out of order.
I will not yield
You
back
are out
my
of
time.
order, Mr. Mast.
I will not yield back my time. I am not out of order.
Mr.
You
Chair,
are out of
I'll yield a minute.
Chairman, for reclaiming this time.
Mr. Chair, I'll yield a minute of my time to Mr. Mast.
Well, he's got time.
Thank you. Thank you, my colleague. I appreciate it.
Mr. Chair, if I might begin?
Yeah,
Thank you for yielding me your time, although I did not yield my time back. I thank you. I will note that there was no response of one name offered that did not justify the killing of Soleimani.